switch over. Hello. Happy lunch break. Hope you're doing well today. We're playing some more American Truck Sim. I got to get things set up as usual. I was having some issues with OBS before starting the stream. It crashed 2 times back to back. So hopefully it does okay. Give me 1 sec. Let's set these things up. Great start to the stream as usual, but that's okay. Gonna get there, gonna get on our drive. So the last thing we were doing though is we were continuing a drive or we were on a long drive, I should say, from California to Texas. They were gonna pay us 75 grand. And so now we're gonna try to go ahead and cash in on that today. Caveat was that it was being tracked by real world time. So we've run out of time entirely. Like there's no chance that we'll turn in on time. So we're gonna get a late penalty. And so one thing I'm curious about is what that penalty will be. Last time it was $1,000 late penalty on a 20,000 or so job. So I'm curious about if it scales or if it's always a flat 1,000. But we're gonna see. Just gonna jump right in. It looks like another update came out, so hopefully my game doesn't break. I have a couple of cosmetic mods turned on, so that'd be pretty unfortunate. But so for lunch today I have a turkey burger and some potato wedges, like homemade potato wedges, courtesy of Mrs. Yams, taking great care of me today. Oh, I'm showing the wrong camera. Everything. Let's do this. There we go. Yikes. Okay, so you probably couldn't see anything. Here we go. So this is the turkey burger, and then here's one of the finely seasoned potato wedges. Very delicious. Game's loading up. So yeah, I hope your weekend was good, everybody. And that your week's off to a good start. Mondays can be tough coming off the weekend, especially if you have a chill weekend, getting back to work or school or whatever responsibilities you have, and seem pretty tedious. Got a wild Teddy Ursa in the chat. Game's taking a sec to load. This isn't the first time though. It's taken a while before, especially after updates. I probably should start the game before stream, which I try to do, but I'm bad with like scheduling this stuff still. I usually don't start putting my stream together until around 30 minutes before. Especially if I have like morning meetings and stuff. There's just no way. All right, so as you can see in the job board, or the job listing, the top left of the screen, you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Let's do cam right. And let's get that out of the way for now. But yeah, so I'm carrying cars to San Francisco. I have 0 minutes left on this job. But that's because I started it forever ago and I'm just getting back into it. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get back driving. If I remember correctly, we were at a rest stop. Excuse me. Oh, there's a Nebraska DLC. That's a nice there's a Capitol building on 1st Street and Locust Street. Unfortunate name for a landmark, but so my dude's sleepy. Oh, we didn't actually rest, I guess, last time we were here. So let's go ahead and rest. Cool. So we'll be doing some night driving.
Okay, here we
start
go.
up, turn our lights on, and yeah, let's go ahead and get moving. So if I check the map, let's see where we are real quick. So all right, so we are actually in El Paso, Texas. We just crossed over right before we ended last stream. I didn't realize. So now we're just driving all the way across Texas. A massive drive because of a massive state. So here we go. Let's see how far we can get in this stream. See if I remember how to get out of this gas station. Looks like maybe this way. See the pumps from here. So yeah, like I said, we have cars as our cargo today. We filled up on gas last time we were here, so no need to do that again. We'll go ahead and drive through these pumps, and we'll go ahead and get out of here that way. I'm not speeding yet. All right.
Go straight on.
He said to go straight. I think he's a little confused about where we are. That's okay. That's why we have both the map and the voice. That's how you get messed up. I set up some new, oh, here we go. Stream Deck overlay. Put that in there, and then I can give Spotify a little bit more. Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, this weekend, it's pretty busy for me, or us, I should say. The Yam fam went out of town.
And then turn left.
Yesterday, Saturday, we had a Christmas party.
Turn left.
First of the here. Oop. Okay, gonna wait. But yeah, we had a Christmas party on Saturday. It's pretty fun. It was with the music team at my church. Ended up playing some White Elephant, Bad Santa. People have different names for it. But yeah, ended up playing that game. Got pretty intense after a while. We had 20 people playing. So there's 20 gifts. Ended up being, there were 3 Stanley Cups. Those really fancy cups everyone loves. Yeah, 3 of those in the mix. Coveted, highly coveted. You still bitter you lost the cheese? Absolutely. Absolutely. So the story behind that is, so someone bought this, like, it was pretty much like a stress ball type of material, but it was cheese. Like, it was a big cheese block, and you could squeeze it and contort it. It was awesome. So I grabbed it as a toy for mini yams, Felt like he would have loved to chew on it. Anyway, somebody else, picked it out of the bunch. And so when it was my turn, as I was after them, I stole it. And I was thinking, surely, especially because the reaction to it was like, people were like, what was that? But along with the cheese there were 2 Chick-fil-A gift cards, which I tried to keep a secret, but somebody let it slip. So anyway, with the cheese for mini yams. It was. Why is that in quotes? I mean, he would need somebody to play with, so I would have helped him in that regard. But no, it was totally for him. So anyway, the reaction to the cheese, it didn't seem like anybody was interested. So I stole it on my turn. And then a couple turns later, it gets stolen from me. And I'm like, man. And I think I made a mistake because later down the line, another item that I wanted or another item I had got stolen. And I could have stolen it back. But I got confused about what was locked and what wasn't. But we still did pretty good. I ended up stealing some lotion and a candle from Bath and Body Works, scented candle. And for Mrs. Yams, I was playing for her. Ended up getting a gift card. There's the truth. Yeah, I'll be honest. It was a pretty cool block of cheese. It was very soft and squishy.
Keep left.
But it wasn't a total excuse. I'm gonna share it. What's mine is mine, and what's his is mine, as they say. Look at the colorful architecture. It's so on brand for Texas. I think that's the moon up there too in front of us. It's so perfectly cut. It's kind of weird. Kind of almost unnaturally sliced in half there. Still nice though. We got our buddy here. Oh, he's not getting over. That's okay. Excuse me. Not a whole lot of people on the road tonight, which is pretty good. Don't mind that. This means more road for me. Drive however I want. So we got 11 in-game hours left of this drive. Not sure how long that means in the real world. An hour, I think, is about 15 minutes, so it's a little while. Good little drive.
Keep left.
All highway. Majority highway. Especially going through Texas. And I'm surprised. I wonder if this is accurate. I'm assuming it is, but there's only 2 lanes on this highway. I still need to figure out how to turn off the speed indicator. Whenever I get up to 65, it beeps. Still pretty annoying. Or whenever I get 5 over. But now the speed limit's 75, so should be able to just mash the gas with reckless abandon. Take another bite of my turkey burger here. So what are you having for lunch, Mrs. Yams? Are you also having a turkey burger and some delicious potato wedges. Yeah, I made us the same lunch.
Keep left.
Cool beans. Makes sense. Simpler on you that way. So anyway, continuing on the weekend. So after we left the Christmas party, which was like around 7 o'clock, this new coffee place opened up in town called Seven Brew. And it's delicious. It's a chain restaurant or chain coffee spot, kind of like PJ's and Starbucks and Hortons, I believe it's called in Canada. But so far, they've been the best as far as like consistency and flavor and experience. Like it's a great place. If you haven't been there, I recommend. But they had a special on Saturday night where they were doing from 7 to 8 p.m. Buy one get one free drinks, where you pay for the more expensive one, but then you also get a fancy little duck, like one of the rubber duckies you see on the dashboard of like Jeep Wranglers. Speaking of Jeep Wranglers, there's one now.
Keep left.
So anyway, yeah, it's wearing a Seven Brew shirt and it's holding some coffee. But it's a special edition you can only get from participating in that event. I was a little worried because it's a pretty popular spot on a normal day, and then getting coffee at night doesn't really, at least for me, I can't drink coffee and then go to sleep. Caffeine works as intended for me. I don't feel more energetic. I just don't feel tired anymore. So I can still feel like sleepy, but I can't fall asleep after I drink coffee. So I don't want to drink it at night. And then on top of that, since it's so popular, I thought that they would run out of the ducks, but we actually got one. And it's pretty high quality. It's got the little Seven Brew logo on the little cup that it's holding. It's got a straw. Wow, and the speed limit went up to 80 here in Texas. It's like I'm driving on the Autobahn, but I'll never get up that fast. I have been laying on the gas this entire time, and doesn't look like my truck will allow me to go over 65. But I think that's because of the World of Trucks. Whenever you grab a contract from there, I think it actually limits your speed, but it's pretty interesting. I don't know why it would do that, but there seems to be a lot to VTCs, virtual trucking, virtual trucking companies that I don't know about yet. Been talking about it a lot in the Discord with Benjamin, and Discord is called Angel. I forget what his username is on Twitch. Either way, we've been talking a pretty good bit about ATS and VTCs, and they've been getting me up to speed. Been pretty busy these last couple of weeks, so I haven't been as vocal in the Discord as I feel like I should be. But I recently finished a big project, something that's kind of been, I guess, weighing on me. Whenever I have a big project to do, I don't really stop thinking about it. And usually I kind of talk myself out of even starting it because I know it's going to take a while. And so that's kind of where I was with that one. Just thinking about it for weeks now. Somebody approached me about a custom pair of shoes, painting a couple custom pair of shoes in, I want to say it was March of this year, Talked to them in April, and they asked when I'd be able to get to it. I said maybe July, because my son was born in May, and so I wasn't taking. Okay, this is a full-on exit. So I wasn't taking on any new projects over my paternity leave, just because I knew I was going to be pretty busy. I wasn't sure how busy, but I'm glad I didn't accept anything, because it was a lot of touch and go stuff, a lot of new, still is. And so that's been part of the thing, is getting back into the groove after that has been kind of tough. Working a full-time job, trying not to be absent in both my wife and my son's lives, but then, work on business stuff. And I consider, I guess, like art projects like that, painting, to be more like a side project, because it's not a main thing that I offer. My main, I guess, offering from my side business is custom t-shirts and apparel, because it's something that it's more replicable, like it's easier to do than a full-on painting. It doesn't take as long usually. I mean, the length of time a project takes is 100% dependent on how many garments, whereas illustrations on shoes, since every pair is unique, each of them take a long time to do. So just the normal ones I usually do, which is like these Borderlands cartoon cell shaded style. One pair of those usually takes me about 4 hours of focus work. So across a couple days, it takes a little bit longer than that. You tack on an illustration, and that it's probably an extra hour per illustration, because it's mixing different colors, drawing outlines. There's a lot that goes into it. The rendering. So the pair I did this time over the last couple of weeks, between concepting, illustrations, like practicing the illustrations first, then the painting of those illustrations onto the shoes, and the outlines, and then I always do a clear coat to make my shoes weather resistant. It probably took closer to about 12 hours for this last pair I did. Just because there's a whole process. Like, you can't, if you skip something, then the quality dips significantly. And then it took a really long time. So they brought me the shoes right after I got off of paternity leave, so like September-ish. And so I was thinking about painting them every week, but I couldn't even get to painting them because I have maybe an hour or so here and there throughout the weeks. And so you think about, an hour here and there for a 12-hour project over a couple of weeks. So anyway, needless to say, or no, I guess I say all that to say that I just finished the shoes Saturday night, actually, after the Christmas party, and delivered them on Sunday. And I'm glad to have that off of my plate. Feels like a weight's been lifted. I get really stressed out, which I don't really like about, because I don't really understand, I guess, why I get so stressed out. The pressure that I put on myself, really trying to work out of that. I feel like streaming helps, because this is something that I had on my mind a lot, and I would overthink and just never do. And then over the past couple of months, maybe 2 months or so, I've been consistently streaming on Mondays and Fridays,
Keep left.
and it's been pretty nice. Haven't really been thinking too intently about it. It's kind of something it's now part of my schedule enough to where it feels natural to hop on stream and get into a bit of a rhythm when it comes to like posting on social media. Starting off small, trying to do 1% increments. Trying to set maintainable goals, stuff like that. And so hoping that I could do that in all the other areas of my life too. One day at a time, though. You know, one project at a time, one ambition at a time. It's like we're driving through a Texas desert here. It's got to be scorching outside because it's not winter and the sun is high. Candy, I didn't say good morning to you. Sorry. Good morning, Candy. I don't know what you're having for lunch. Oopsie. Running off the road. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get in the slow lane. Keep driving. So we've done half of our trip, pretty much. We started at 11 hours-ish, and we're at 7 hours. And it's 11:30. So we've been driving for about 20 minutes. And we've made great time. Great distance. Like I said, we grabbed this contract a week ago, and so it is extremely late. But that's okay. What is that? Something in the sky. Oh, birds. Are they animated? They don't look animated. They look like rocks flying. I wonder if there was rocks. Meant to be birds, but the asset got swapped. Those didn't look like birds. So we've only spent or used about a quarter of a tank of gas, and our rest meter is at about halfway. Oh, I just remembered we actually have a second pup in the back seat that I forgot about. Been back there since last stream. Completely silent, but yeah. Looking at me as though I forgot about him. But he doesn't have a name. He or she doesn't have a name. I don't know. So we probably should come up with a name for our other pup. We could use one of the names that were suggested last time. Or something unique. Whoop. Tater Tot. Sounds good to me. You hear that? Your new name is Tater Tot. Like that name? I think Tater Tot likes her new name. We got some nice cloud formation up there. I know where we were just headed. There weren't any clouds. So, might be driving into some storms. Never know. Some nice greenery going too. Those look like Texas clouds. Because everything's bigger in Texas. Those are some big old Texas clouds. But no, it's very convincing. Yep. Actually feels like driving through Texas right now. So one of the interesting things about this game is that as a truck driver, you know, you spend so much time on the highways. And so I'm genuinely curious about how much time and effort and attention excuse me, goes into the city aspect, the towns. When I drive through them, they seem very well developed. But I'm just thinking, like, what a massive undertaking for something that could be missed. Got a nice flag up there with some birds flying around it. Look at this rock formation. Got like a little shelf going. Very nice. Couldn't read that sign at all. Speed limit's been 80 this entire journey, which has definitely been helping with the time. We are really blowing past my anticipated arrival time. We are gaining minutes. Maybe I just forgot, I guess, what the time scale ratio is. Cause it's been 5 or so real world minutes, and it's been 2 in-game hours, or our arrival time has gone down 2 in-game hours. So I don't know if we're just booking it and really cooking our arrival time, or if something's not synced up right. Either way, we're definitely gonna make it by the end of the stream at this rate. Go Speed Racer. Definitely, Mrs. James. We're speeding. Or we're actually not speeding. We're just going. We're going well under the speed limit. Got our trucker buddy passing us here on the left. Can see them in my rearview mirror very clearly. I don't have a character model that I've seen. Did give the option to make one. Right along, buddy. Chuck and Jack's haulin'. Probably got some seed or some dirt on the back of that trailer. Alright, we're keeping left. We got a Mime Jr. showing up. Mrs. Yams. Don't know if you wanted to try your luck, catch the Pokemans. Just type, same thing I did in chat. Exclamation point, Poke Catch. If you hadn't set up your stuff already, it'll guide you on how to do it. I don't have any Pokeballs. Oh no. That's unfortunate.
Keep left.
So now will be the time to try and catch, I guess. You have no competition in me. So I changed the layout of my Stream Deck. Again, the more I use it, the more I guess get a feel for how to optimize it for how I like to use it. At first, because the navigation is a bit wonky, I guess I could say, it wasn't intuitive how like folders worked and multi-actions. Even though I watched like some tutorials and stuff, a lot of it just kind of went over my head and then didn't seem as useful as like having stuff on the glass. It's like, oh, I can have multiple pages. Why would I ever put anything in folders? And then once I started using it on stream, it started to make sense why you'd put things in folders. It's just quicker access if you have things in folders. Like pressing the back button and then having like a dashboard of relevant stuff has been infinitely more useful than going through pages. And then I've also been able to like narrow down things I don't use as much. So I had pages dedicated to stuff that was pretty much just taking up space. Like I had a whole page for something that I would use maybe once a week. Some of it was stream related, some of it was like work day related, you know, work stream related. Either way, having that stuff in folders makes more sense because it's out of my way. So my day-to-day stuff, excuse me, I can like have on the glass, if you will. I think there are more ways. Oh, San Antonio. Remember San Antonio? It's been a while since we've been here. Anyway, as I was saying, having stuff on the glass that I use on a day-to-day basis makes more sense. I think I'm gonna further optimize though. There are things I use like for stream that I have kind of just out that would make more sense in a folder because I press them once before stream and then that's it. So to have them always out and available is taking up space that I could use for other things. So that's going to be my next step of optimization. But again, you know, it's stuff that I didn't realize until I really got into it. But if you're considering getting a Stream Deck, they're very versatile. I need to keep left, actually. Is she not going to tell me to keep left?
Keep left.
Very late. Keep left. Okay. Take this turn at 35. Make sure we take it kind of wide. We got some cars today. Go ahead and accelerate through that curve. Sorry, everybody behind me. I know I slowed down quite a bit there. Thanks for checking my blind spot there, Candy. Saw you looking. All right. So this exit looks a lot like Louisiana. I drive in downtown Baton Rouge a couple times a week.
Keep right.
And
Then turn right.
That last moment of getting on this interstate entrance,
Turn right.
it looked exactly like the beginning of my drive home. So for a moment, I got pretty excited about the Louisiana DLC. I talk about it pretty much every time I play this game, but I'm really looking forward to it, genuinely. I don't know when it's coming. They haven't said like a release date. The game gets updates, it seems like weekly though. Not massive updates like new places to drive all the time. But I'm confident it'll come out soon. Choking a little bit.
Keep left.
We have a detour. So I drove through one of these last time and there was no penalty, so I'm gonna do that again. Just gonna hit the shoulder here and drive on through. We get to get a close-up look at what occurred. So we had a fender bender Oh wow, yeah, they were going interstate speeds. But yeah, so no repercussions for doing that. So we will continue on this interstate, which it looks like I could have just got off the exit and then went across the other way. But there's never a guarantee of that. So easier to just break the law. Like I said, no repercussions. Really enjoying my lunch today. Enjoying this drive. We're getting kind of sleepy. Tire meter is kind of high up. We have 2 hours left of the drive. I don't think we'll make it in our current condition without getting a fine. Okay, gotta pull over at the next way station, which doesn't also have a rest area, unfortunately. So that's fine. We'll just have to wait for the next one.
Reroute.
Hopefully there'll be one soon. I feel like there will be in Texas. So we're just going to go ahead and stop on this scale here. Loan installment taken out. Vehicle gross weight 43,000 pounds. Your vehicle is not... Wait. Is not what? It went by so fast. Something about not the perfect condition or something. I mean, it's a used truck. I've been in a handful of accidents. I get it serviced every time I stop. I don't know what they're talking about. It does make some really weird sounds. But I get everything that's suggested to fix every time I stop, so... Unless the game is like I'm caught in a loop of, you know, being worked over by these service stations, like in real life, I don't know what it's talking about. Because, man, I recently saw these videos of it's like a sting operation, but for electricians and air conditioner techs. So someone was trying to find out, and it seemed... Oh, snap. There's a rest stop here.
Finding a new route.
That was dangerous. Anyway, so they were trying to find out which companies or what rates companies would give to fix a certain issue. Oh, snap. I pulled into a... Oh... Dirk's Crispy Chicken. Oh, snap. This is not where I meant to... I'm getting some... What's for lunch? That's where I needed to go. Sorry. I'm not buying anything. Your chicken smells delicious, but I'm not buying any, sorry. Sorry, Candy. Didn't mean to get your hopes up. We're not buying any chicken today. So anyway, dang, lost my train of thought. What was I saying? That really jacked me up. I was talking about I talking about? Crispy chicken. Oh, yeah. The sting operation with the AC companies. So anyway, when I watched it, they were going through and they were making it seem pretty innocent. I don't know if they actually meant for what happened to happen, but they were just trying to get the rates of different companies in the area to see how much they would charge people to fix a small problem on the air conditioner unit. So they created a problem, which is like they moved a simple wire or something. And so then they had a tech come out from each company. And they said, if you can expect it, we don't know what's wrong with it. Let us know how much it's going to cost. And so they had a complete like array of different people of varying levels of integrity show up. So some people would say, oh, it was a small problem, so I'm not going to charge you. Some would say, well, it was this. So I went ahead and changed it, so it'll cost this much for me since I had to come out, or charge them this much for fixing it, something like that. But then there were some people who would come back with this list of things that need to be changed, and were just completely predatory. Sorry. Oh, he stopped actually. He did better than that car that T-boned me that one time.
Turn right.
Anyway, so what happened was one of the guys came back with this full report saying that they needed to change a coil and that the whole system was bad and that he had to do all these different things. Ended up giving them a bill for like $1,500. And remember, this is like a sting operation, so they knew what the problem was, and it was like a wire or something that they moved, or simple fix that shouldn't cost anyone anything. Completely exposed them. Anyway, I feel like a similar thing happens whenever you go to like a mechanic shop. They just try to squeeze as much money out of you as possible because you don't know any better. Being a layman. One thing I wish I would have learned about growing up more was cars. I don't have any interest in it, so it's not something that I'll do on my own. But it's just like I just kind of wish I was around somebody who did like that stuff enough to where I would have picked up something. Because really, I'm useless when it comes to vehicles. I've learned a couple things over the years. Like we have a Jeep Wrangler, and so I need to do a couple of things on it over the last couple of years that we've had it. So I picked up a couple of things, but nothing crazy. So I just think it would be cool to know more about it, because lately we've actually been having a lot of issues with it. Engine trouble, and the places we brought it to, they keep it for a couple days and say they take everything apart, put things together, they run the codes go away, they take it for a drive, the codes come back, all kind of up and down, back and forth stuff. But the only thing that's been consistent is that they can't figure out what the problem is, but it doesn't keep them from charging us, for all the work they didn't do. Eventually just got fed up with it though. In so many words, they said that because it's run how it is and they can't find what the problem is, that it's fine to still drive. But then this last one was really concerning. Like, they did what a lot of phishing scams do, is they put like some really threatening language in the report. And when I say threatening, not like life-threatening, but it said that continued use will result in engine failure. And it's like,
Exit right.
what a leap from before. They were just like, oh, you need to change this cap because in Mopars it goes bad after so often. It's plastic, so it has a crack in it, and so we need to change it to an aluminum one. That'll fix your problem. They did that, and they were saying, oh, oxygen or something is getting into it, so we need to fix these hoses and tubes. You're at 100,000 miles, so it's time for a tune-up. Did you get your spark plugs changed? And rather than checking the spark plugs, they just change them. I'm pretty sure I got them changed twice, unfortunately, from 2 different places. It's because they gave me the runaround on the status of it. Anyway, it became one thing after another, and nobody throughout this entire process said, oh yeah, if you keep driving like this, your engine's gonna explode. And now all of a sudden, because they can't find the problem, and because they know I'm getting tired of leaving my vehicle with them for 3 and 4 days, all of a sudden my car's gonna explode if I don't bring it back and pay them another $2 grand on top of the hundreds of dollars I've already paid them to tell me what I already knew, which is essentially that my engine light is on. Alright, so we are less than 20 in-game minutes away from our destination. This is going really well. One thing I've been wanting to do is abbreviate my streams, just because like I said in my last stream, I started a new project at work, so I'm more busy during the day. I do have some things I need to finish, some deliverables. I'm working on something that's really fun right now, actually. Making an animation, an intro animation for some videos. And so that's been pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to actually getting back into that and working on that some more today. So I'm probably going to maybe look through the job board after delivering this and grab the next or see where the next contract is, so that we have it for next Monday. Not gonna grab it right now, just because, well, I guess it depends on how much it pays. If I see another one that pays like 50, 75, 100 grand, and if the penalty isn't too big for missing the deadline, I might just go ahead and grab it. The penalty will be worth it because I won't be able to find a job that big again. So we are at Corpus Christi. That sounds like a real place. All right, here's the entrance. Cargo terminal. All right. Sorry, everybody. I should have taken this turn wider, probably. So let's go ahead and widen it up a little bit after the fact. Yeah. Okay. Still good, though. No trains. And our delivery spot is over there.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Okay, so it's just got the spot highlighted. It doesn't even tell me. Then I'm gonna actually drive around, come around the other side. I'll have a bit more space to back up. Anyway, usually, or at least in the in-game ones, there's a little green spot you gotta go to first to confirm your arrival time, and then you back up to the spot. Not here. Here, you just, that's where it needs to go, buddy. Bring it on. Yep, okay. They ensured that a trailer was there, so I can't just drive through. But I can drive through here. So that's what we'll do. All these closed-in trailers, I wonder why they all of a sudden have need for a bunch of cars. This is a cargo place. Haha, cargo. And I'm delivering cars that go. Alright, so let's do this. Turn in towards the spot, and then we'll flip away from it. There we go. And we'll reverse it now. We need to cut. Be good. Oop. Can't actually see, but I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Fail damage 4%. What'd I hit? What'd I hit? Aw. I thought I was far enough away. What'd I hit? Oh, did I hit that other trailer? No, I didn't. Aw. Game. That stinks. I didn't actually hit anything. I feel a bit cheated by that. That's a clean parking job if I have to say so myself. Actually feel very good about that. It's unfortunate that it gave me some damage even though I didn't hit anything. But okay, whatever. We take those. 4% damage. Late. That's what starts you off there. Oh, the late penalty was 30 grand. Okay. So, in context, that means, so for this whole thing, the estimate was $75,000. But the base reward for this one was 49,000, 12,000 experience, plus $8,000 proficiency bonus, then plus $12,000 long distance bonus, and there was high value and fragile. My 4% damage, I don't see that anywhere, so maybe it was just automatically taken out. But so yeah, so they took 30 grand and 8,000 experience because it was late. The reason why I was late was because I grabbed this job last stream, and it goes by real world hours. So I had 17 real world hours to complete this. Now this is another thing that has me kind of nervous about VTCs, virtual trucking companies, is that if that impacts like our whole company's overall score, then it's very likely that I'm going to be late more often than not if I take these real world contracts. It's because they take so long. At least the ones that I take, the longer drives. And so I'd have to really commit, which I'm not going to do, but to driving like that. So anyway, this confirms that the late penalty does scale with the job itself. So rather than it just being like a flat $1,000, $2,000, nope, they took almost half of my earnings. Yeah, and so I actually made less than the base reward because it was so late. That's insane. And so I'm not gonna grab another job today. We got 3 more skill points, so we can go ahead and max out long distance and fuel economy, and might as well our on time bonus, because I'm gonna be on time from here on out. Maybe not. Maybe let's do, I can do even more dangerous cargo. Let's do that. So we have $126,000, which means that we can actually hire someone. But I think I have to go to a physical place. I have to buy a new truck for them. I already have a trailer, so they can do like little jobs. I kind of want to do that. I can't buy online. Looks like there's a truck dealer nearby. Recruitment agencies. There's also a recruitment agency nearby. All right, we got some drivers. You don't have any slots available for a new driver? Please upgrade one of your garages or buy a new one. So I just need to upgrade my garage before I can hire anyone. So, oh, I don't have a garage. Buy more garages in the world to access quick garage. Garage manager. Okay, so I have one garage in Fresno. Let's see, current productivity. It's at 100%. 20 grand. You don't have enough money to upgrade your garage. Minimum of $180,000 is required. Okay. Where is that? Why is that a minimum? Wait, and now it's saying I only have $81,000? I thought I just had 100. Am I tripping? What just happened? All right. So I could get another loan. That put me right at 180. But I'm still paying on this one, $100,000 loan. Maybe I should have just got a bigger one and went all in. But I thought I did at the time. I don't need an employee, but I kind of just want one. Just to see what else this game has going. But maybe that's for another time. But yeah, so we finished. We finished the route that we had planned, which was good. So yeah, now we're good for the next stream on Monday. But before I go, just want to make a quick announcement, update. So a game that I've been waiting for months now, told Mrs. Yams about it, came out today. It came out a couple of days ago. I wanted to play it, so I talked about it, and we're gonna play it on stream, and probably gonna do it at night. So if things go well today, then we'll be back tonight to stream that game for you, and when we show up, you'll know what it is. And I guess depending on how that goes, it might be a nightly thing. So we usually play a game together at night once Mini Yams heads off to bed. So that might become the new game to play during our nightly sessions. But I think we're both gonna like it. We've played through a similar style of game together before. I definitely don't want to play it without her. I think this would be a good combination of also getting my streams up too, and letting some other people see it, experience the game, since it is new. Maybe you'll want to play it once you see it. Never know. But anyway, thanks so much for joining the stream today. I'm not gonna raid out this time. We're just gonna go ahead and end stream, and then yeah, if things go as planned for the rest of the day, then you can probably check us out this evening with a brand new game, and then it'll probably also be in the Friday slot. Same game, depending on how it goes. If it seems like it's worth playing, which I have a suspicion that it's gonna be worth playing. Anyway, thanks so much for joining the stream today. Hope you had a great time and delicious lunch. Always appreciate the support. Thanks again for getting us to 30. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace.